You dumb, beautiful fucker.
Who wants to be in America's slash fic with Abraham Lincoln?
Louisiana Purchase, that's a name.
You need to really get off my balls, okay? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Also, why was Michelangelo so stinky? Ew.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 207 of the Y'all Can Hear podcast. I'll be your host today, Patrick. And joining me today are my three contagion-free co-hosts.
It's Jonathan.
Allergy Wenzel.
I have injected myself with Dr. Pepper Colt. It's the cure for life.
Yeah, see, COVID can't stand up to 23 flavors, so it just sort of dissolved under just like the capacity of it.
Yeah.
But
my
neither
flesh
does
too.
the rest of your body, so
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
dead.
But
You can't have COVID if you're dead.
But the thing is, COVID died before you do, and that's a victory.
Yeah.
That's a victory royale right there.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that if I can just be a walking corpse, I could never get sick?
Well, yeah. No shit. If
But
you're
I think
dead, you're not alive.
But you would be getting everybody else sick. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking like some I don't know, some cool shit.
Yeah, it's like some Edo Tensei bullshit, resurrection
Yeah,
jutsu.
some badass shit, some immortal cool ass shit.
Actually, Jonathan, that was summoning jutsu.
You gotta rip your flesh open to get that one going.
You know, it's funny because I've been making so many Naruto references to Colt, and I haven't even watched it.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, is he reading it? Is he watching it? No, he's just saying random Naruto things.
Like he's heard enough Naruto stuff that he can like reasonably pretend like he's watched.
Yeah,
it.
no, I'll say there like I'll be talking to him like, oh man, I love Kakashi.
Kakashi.
Man, the Mangekyo Sharingan is so crazy. Oh my god, Infinite Tsukuyomi? What's that?
Also, he can only talk about Naruto when he's like pretending to be a Midwesterner.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just got a good idea for a bit. We all three try to explain the plot to Naruto to Wenzel for an episode.
That's easy. I know Naruto. It's
or
my
a
life.
bit, we do the whole explain something badly, but like we pull something out of a bucket and be like, oh, I have to explain Twin Peaks badly.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me explain Naruto to you guys. All right, this guy, right? He has a son. His name is Minato, and his son is Naruto, and he just gets this monster inside of him, and he gets kind of neglected.
Yeah, and then his dad.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, his dad just walks away.
No, it was funny
His
because
dad's like, "Peace."
I saw a bit where Naruto spoilers. Minato is dying, and the third Hokage is just like, I will take care of your baby boy, Minato, on my baby boy's life. I will take care of Naruto. And then it shows Naruto in an apartment, just a tiny little baby, so sad, and he's like, here's some food and stuff, and he's like, Dada, I'm not your dad, and then closes the door.
I mean, they never explain.
That's not wrong.
They never explain how Naruto was able to fend for himself. He just jumped to cut to him, 12 years old, in an apartment by himself.
Naruto just has a fridge stocked full of ramen.
No,
he doesn't know how it gets there, but it's there.
No, I'll
He'll
randomly
take
see
it.
stuff, people talking about how bad the third Hokage is. They'll be like, he literally just gave him ramen and made him fend for himself. He's a terrible person. And then
Hashirama rules.
And then
won't take it.
I even saw the scene where the guy was like, "Oh man, shit, it's Minato. I hope he doesn't find out what I did to his son."
It's like, I trusted you.
I need to watch it. I'm so interested in it. At this point, I keep making references. I just need to watch it.
I do feel like
You were going to waste your life.
Naruto's really fucking good.
I was about to
Jonathan.
say,
don't know
I
what
think
you're
it's really
talking
good.
about.
It's good, but it's also really bad.
I mean, like
JoJo's really good, but it's also really bad.
Hey now. But you know what fucking Naruto doesn't have that JoJo does? It has bisexual lighting. So therefore it's automatically better.
Yeah, how many gender non-conforming characters are in Naruto?
Sai.
2?
Sai.
Is Sai the one with
yeah,
the...
and Sai, like, who the fuck's favorite character is Sai,
A
honestly?
weirdo.
Yeah, because he's, like, not even in the show, like, hardly, except for, like, maybe
Boruto.
one arc.
He's in Boruto. He's a detective. He's a cop.
Of course he would be a fucking cop. A-cab. Fuck that bitch.
That's why Itachi killed his family, because they're all cops.
Itachi was the only good Naruto character.
Apparently Kishimoto thought that, too.
All right, based.
Poggers.
All right, that's it. End the podcast.
Good night, everybody. So yeah. If that intro of Naruto is any hint, we're just kind of shooting the shit today. This is the quarantine catch-up. We haven't really done a banner episode since the first of the year. So we're just going to hang out, talk about some of the stuff we've been doing, watching, and just carrying on, and just sort of like what's it like to be on the other end of the quarantine? Because I mean, it's not over, but the light at the end of the tunnel now. And look, we're all at least halfway vaccinated, most of us.
This is not power.
Yeah,
of
we're
your
all
creation.
halfway vaxxed there.
I'm fully vaccinated. I cannot be killed unless it's July. Because I think the Pfizer vaccine has like a 6-month time frame or something that is good or some shit. I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about things I saw on Twitter that I don't know if they're real or not, okay?
This is not power of your creation.
I don't know what the fuck
He's doing some sort of non-Naruto hand sign.
No, whenever Madara does his shit where he brings out the 2 fucking Susanoo, one of them is doing this.
Susanoo. All right, I'll take it. Susanoo, all right.
Susanoo? What? How do you say it?
Susano.
Susano.
Susani.
I say Susanoo, whatever.
Sunkissed.
Fanta?
Where are we?
Fago.
Most of us are vaccinated.
Yeah, we're good.
We all have our favorite microchips inside of us. We're all picking up new radio stations.
We're all worshiping the devil.
I mean, that was before the vaccine. Let's be honest.
But now we can't deny it. We got
Yeah.
we got the chips in. We
got the mark of the beast.
we got the mark of the beast. Hail Satan.
So where is your mark of the beast? Mine's just below my belly button.
Mine's in my eye. I keep scratching my eye. It's itchy.
It's actually on the inside of your eyelid.
Yeah.
See, mine's in my taint. I don't know.
Oh, that's where mine's at.
I don't know why. I guess they thought I was Albert Fish.
Well, see, your problem is, Jonathan, most people just stuck their arm out of the window to get their vaccine. You stuck your ass out the window.
Well, that's what they told me to do.
It's funny because they change it up every time they give you it. For me, they took. I was like, "Where are you gonna do it?" And she grabbed my eyelid and stuck it in there. I just screamed.
I think Jonathan and I went on similar days because that's exactly where mine went. So
Okay,
so
sweet.
we're just tainting it.
We're taint bros.
Fuck.
Taint team champions.
Taint tag team champions.
So what are our special abilities now that we have them though? Oh, well, we have, but
I die even harder if I get killed. If someone were to kill me, I would die in a terrible way, even worse than being killed.
and it's just more painful.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He experiences twice the pain now.
My power is that when I sit down, I may or may not be able to turn off the TV.
Okay. All right.
Then I have to get up and then go turn it back on. And then if I sit down, it's a fucking roll of the dice.
Okay. And you better not try to adjust where you're sitting, or it's a fucking noob.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking it. Like honestly, this is a definite downgrade. F's in chat.
F.
For me, I get 10% off my Wi-Fi bill.
Oh,
Fuck, that's not
actually pretty
bad.
good.
Not
That's
bad.
pretty good.
Damn, Pat.
My eyes just get itchy.
Oh god.
Yeah, because like it went through your eyelid into your eye.
Yeah, so it's just my eyes get itchy. Both of them, for some reason. It's pretty bad.
Well, because they tried your left eye, it's like, oh fuck, I messed up. And they went to the right eye.
Fuck, that reminds me. My dad has this problem for somehow his eye is like, I can't remember. It's like scratched up to shit. So he has to apply eye drops every day now for the rest of his life. I'm like, holy shit, that sucks.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, and that was. I remember a while ago when I was a kid, he had something happen with his eye, and I'm like, what happened? And he's like, I scratched my eye. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, well, when my eye was open, I woke up, I scratched it, and I was like, ah!
I just took my dookie nail, went right in for it.
It's fucking. Man.
Get fucking trench foot in your
I'm gonna
eye.
do the rest of this podcast with my eyes closed.
And I'm thinking, like, man, remember when you had to give some babies like mittens so they didn't scratch their face? I'm like, just put mittens on my hands from now on.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with baby mittens.
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
Yeah, baby mittens.
Babies would scratch their face and they wouldn't know to stop, so they would literally just scratch their face up. That's why they'd have put mittens on them.
I've never had to scratch my face.
I mean, not all babies.
Okay, I thought it was a normal baby thing.
No,
where babies,
it is kind
if
of
babies aren't
it-
monitored,
it-
they will rip their face
Okay,
off.
it is a normal baby thing, but not all babies do it.
Okay.
Well, Colt doesn't understand because he was born with flippers. He had grow fingers.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like Lego hands. The digits weren't fully like open yet.
Yeah.
It was painful when they finally spread out.
It's like, oh look, Colt lost his baby fingers.
And then they're like, "What the fuck is happening in Alabama?"
And your mom just has like a box full of like all your little baby fingers.
And she shows like your handprint. It's just
no, the handprint she fills out with the fingers as he loses them.
fuck.
Turns out fucking Colt was eating toxic sludge as a kid.
Hey, it's made me the
Yep.
So what have we been up to? What have we been doing? What's going on, guys?
I've been doing a lot, a fuck ton. The last time we were here, I just bought Berserk. I think like 1 through 6, the deluxe editions. Now I've spent a lot of money on manga. I've bought a lot of manga since. I'm gonna try to remember everything. All of Vagabond, which is a lot. It's like 37 volumes, but they're in the triple packs, Vizbigs or whatever.
The 3-in-1 volumes.
Yes, very sexy. I got all of 20th Century Boys. Still waiting on 21st Century Boys, which is the finale. Fuck. Goodnight Pun Pun. Dead Dead Demons, Dead Wonderland.
No, Demon Destruction.
It doesn't matter. We're going to die.
Damn.
Chainsaw Man. I did finish Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
beautiful.
Fire Punch.
Fire Punch, really good. Blood on the Tracks. A lot of manga. One Punch Man just came in the day. I've been reading. I've been getting a lot of manga.
Yeah, it was funny because I was telling him not too long ago. There's a panel that's one of my favorites in One Punch Man. I think it's from like volume 19. I was telling him about it. I was like, I think you would like it because they did terrible with the second season. And he just messaged me one day. He's like, "Hey, I saw one of the characters. I already dipped my toe." He was like, "I dipped my toes in buying them."
I found like volume 8 through 21 for like $100 on eBay. So I got it. So I got a fuck ton of them. I'm just missing volume 1 and 3 now. So they're on the way as well. They're just not in my possession. I'm not really missing them.
I mean, don't feel bad because I bought like a lot of manga too. I bought so many fucking books. Ever since 2018, I've been just buying books.
Wenzel's been very fiscally irresponsible. We have to sit him down a couple of times a year. You need to put money back sometimes.
Do I?
But my brain feels good for that moment
My
where
brain-
it says shipped.
My brain, yeah, exactly. It's just like little presents to yourself. My brain sends
Treat yourself.
sends those little fucking chemicals to make me happy. And
Why
then-
can't you do that more often, you piece of shit?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
My Becky can't hold out for this much longer.
Please help me, brain.
No, I actually, can I really say I've calmed down? I don't know. I have more money now. So I don't know.
Where's he getting this money though?
He's getting it from his Cayman Islands bank account.
No more questions.
Not so everyone runs away.
Let's go to the art house, boys.
Yeah,
now.
what y'all been doing? That's one thing from us. We got to see what y'all been doing.
I reread the entirety of Lord of the Rings in like a week.
Oh, what a fucking nerd. Jesus.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
I
the
know.
fuck?
It was real fun though.
Was Legolas, does he have legs in the book?
Does he?
Actually, no, he doesn't.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, he's just a flying torso.
All right, that's fine.
There's
He's
little
got a
shit-
cool arrow.
I heard it was a mistranslation. It's not Legolas, it's Legolas. It's just like this buxom Lego girl. She just has like really hard time trying to pull the arrow because her arm doesn't bend.
Well, I don't know. I saw one translation where it says legless. He doesn't have legs. I know I heard that's the accurate one.
Kind of hitting it on the head right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Tolkien's like, guys, I got it. This guy, he's going to have no legs. Guess what I'm going to call him? I don't know. Legolas.
And they were like, that might be a little insensitive. No.
Yeah, he didn't care.
I mean,
at
look,
all.
he was writing Lord of the Rings as like this sort of commentary in World War II. How many people lost their legs in World War II and still were good people and helped save the day?
Was it World War II or World War One?
And they all run together after a while.
Yeah, they're all wars,
Now,
right?
he was in World War One and watched all of his friends die brutally.
Yeah, get it right, Pat.
Yeah.
Like, I care about-
Which like,
nerd shit.
yeah, like fucking some of Tolkien's stuff is really dark.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, because like what the dragons are like are pretty much based on him seeing people get flamethrowered or the flamethrowers. that he saw.
Probably.
Yeah.
See, men will literally make giant sweeping fantasy epics instead of going to therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? And the world's better for it.
You know?
In some cases.
In some cases.
Some
Some
cases.
cases. I'd say some.
For every successful author who takes their wartime trauma and makes it into a franchise, other people, they just become...
Well,
I mean, it's crazy to say we got some good art out of it.
yeah.
Because you take these art classes and whatever literature classes, you have like this whole generation who like was in a war that like blended
Didn't matter. Really.
a war that just like blended like new technology with old shit, and it was just absolutely batshit crazy, and they just didn't know how to deal with it. So the best way they dealt with it was through art. Like, yeah, I can see it. Mm-hmm. You got any more nerd shit you want to talk about?
More nerd shit. I mean, I've been watching movies and stuff, but I figured we'd get into that later.
Yeah, I was gonna.
We would
say,
have a whole segment just for
just for
movies.
movies because I know all y'all fuckers have been just blasting through.
Shut the fuck up.
Just blast it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, also, I'm actually taking a break from movies and rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
Can't be taking a break for much longer considering what we're doing next week.
Oh fuck.
yeah.
A little hint.
Like I swear to God, like every time that like it's like, yeah, I'll get to that eventually, and then it's like you got a week to watch all these fucking bullshit.
No, I
movies.
told myself before today, I was like, I'm gonna watch all these movies before we have to do our podcast on Saturday. Didn't happen.
No, didn't happen.
Did not happen.
Yeah, because I was a little occupied this week,
Yeah, what happened to you, Pat?
Yeah, just a little something minor, completely insignificant. I fractured my foot this past. Well, technically, it's been 2 weeks now.
What?
Because I fractured my foot at work, and I've been sort of recuperating from that. Because my foot was actually broken on last week's episode. Just y'all didn't know about it.
Yeah. I mean, we knew. The audience didn't know.
We just said that if Pat actually made out any comments about his fucking stupid broken foot, we would hit him. You cannot talk about it here.
No, he told us his foot was broken. We just kept stepping on it.
That's why my foot has bruising between the toes. I didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, at some point, somebody licked his toes. No.
Why are you saying it while your eyes are darting? It seems like you licked his toes.
No, because Pat whispered, he's like, somebody licking my toes, and we don't know who did it.
I think it was Wenzel.
I think it was Darwin.
Okay.
Wow, way to blame the dog.
I will absolutely blame that toe licker.
Fucking narc.
He is a toe licker.
Wow, that sounds bad.
A fucking narc, man.
All dogs are toe lickers.
Easy. John,
Okay.
Okay, you know how I have proof.
John, you're gonna have to edit that out.
I mean,
I have proof to confirm this. Okay, as soon as I got Gabby, what'd she do? Lick my toes.
Wenzel, shut the fuck up. You're canceled.
As soon
You're
as
done.
as soon as I got Daisy, she licked my toes, right? As soon as I got Sasha, licked my toes. Darwin, every time he was up there, licked my toes.
Seems like you liked it.
No, it's just they lick toes. They're dogs.
I don't really have many dogs licking my toes.
I can't stand. I can't sit here and listen to your hateful rhetoric, Wenzel.
I can't
There's
believe
nothing wrong with licking toes.
Wenzel, you canceled.
like we've had this show for 4 years, and not once has a single moment of a hate speech come out, except for now.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
No, Howard Stern, get out.
Oh no!
Scaramouche.
Another thing I've been doing is playing video games.
Video games.
I've been playing a little bit, not that much, because it's kind of been a dryish first part of the year.
Yeah.
But there's been some really good ones that did come out. 2 great games came out on the same day, March 26th. Let's talk about Monster Hunter first. I've been playing the absolute shit out of Monster Hunter Rise. It's very, very fucking good. It takes some of the best parts from Monster Hunter World and puts it in it, and also removes some of the best parts of Monster Hunter World. It's a very good game. It's got a doggy that you can ride, and it's got your cat buddy. That you
Does it
can
lick your
ride with.
toes?
It does not lick your toes. Oh, actually, there is a screen where the dog licks your toes, but it looks a lot like Quentin Tarantino. It's a good.
It's just a dog with Quentin Tarantino's weird face.
Yeah, I thought it was a dog. It could just be Quentin Tarantino.
I think you got Quentin Tarantino's copy of the game.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
See, I want to play this game, but the only way I can play it is if I can lick toes in it.
All right, Monster Hunter fucking rules. I've been killing monsters constantly. I've been playing with like random people from around the world, mostly Japanese people, because I play late. That's when they're up for the day. I got in a lobby where it was a Japanese person, someone speaking Spanish, and then someone speaking Italian. It was pretty nice to see the world come together. I couldn't understand a single call out they were doing, but it was pretty neat.
The world
They
coming
were-
together to destroy monsters.
I mean, that's how we. I mean, that's how the world was saved in Godzilla versus Kong.
I mean, the way it should be, but no, we're just letting monsters.
We just need something like that's tangibly bad and destructive that brings the world together, but it's also really fun to do.
Killing monsters.
It's either that or the Purge.
Yeah, let's purge, kill people.
I mean,
Although I will say, I've been really wanting to try Monster Hunter because is it for the Switch too?
Yeah, it's exclusive to the Switch for now. It's going to come out on PC later, and that's the only 2 it's going to come out on. But it's really, really fun. It's very good for beginners, I feel, because trying to begin Monster Hunter on anything else other than Monster Hunter World and this was absolutely hell. I tried Monster Hunter 4, 3, and Ultimate 3, or whatever the fuck it was called, and it was very hard, and I just didn't get into it until I played World. It takes a bit. You have to actually watch tutorials and try to figure out what you're doing.
That's what I have heard. There's a guy I follow on Twitter, and that's something he started getting into recently was Monster Hunter, and saying how, well, from his experience and other people talking about it, like Rise is very beginner friendly in terms of the series overall. Yes, you do have to do a little bit of homework, I guess, like to help ease yourself into it, because like especially when like learning the weapon types. Mm-hmm. That's definitely like one of the biggest like hurdles to like figuring it out.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know how many weapon types there are, but there's a lot, and I've only used one for like 50 hours ago.
What's your main?
Longsword, because I like big sword, and I like to cut off the tails. The longswords are very good for cutting off tails.
I did find out something today, I guess like hot Monster Hunter Rise tip, that apparently when you put a monster to sleep, if you time it just before they wake up and attack them, it does massive damage.
Oh yeah. There's
wow.
insane combos you can learn how to do. I don't know how to do shit. I just mainly spam triangle or Y or whatever the fuck the top button is, and R2 or right trigger or whatever. I just spam that over and over again.
There's been some pretty impressive combos. I remember seeing someone fight with the gun lance.
Yeah, those people are insane.
Because literally, it's like, it says it's this giant lance. It has a hole it blasts bullets out of. But somehow they're able to use it to like fly, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Then it also attack.
That's pretty
It's
sick.
pretty incredible what they can do.
Yeah. I say get into Monster Hunter. It's a very fucking fun franchise to get into. Playing Rise made me actually get a copy of what was it?
World.
Monster Hunter Generations. Ultimate, which is the Switch version of the 3DS game that came out a few years ago. It's the 10-year anniversary edition of Monster Hunter. It's got areas from the first 4 games in it. It's pretty cool stuff. But speaking of games, still on that same day, It Takes Two came out March 26th as well.
Made by Hazelight.
Fucking fantastic game.
Yeah, me and Colt it took us about a week.
Yeah, it took 17 hours.
17 hours total, but we had to play it throughout what would be a week.
Yeah.
Because Cole has to go to work and I have school. And man, it was a ride. It was really, really good.
It was emotional, funny, and actually had me thinking. It made me think for once in my life.
It had because we would be sitting there doing stuff, and then me and Cole would just be making commentary on the two characters' relationship, and it's really good. I mean, it really and I like how I'll say this: it's ambiguous in terms of how the relationship is dealt with, which I really appreciate that. And its level designs were just crazy gorgeous.
Yeah, since you take control of 2 dolls, you play in huge environments like the garden, the
Pillow Fort.
A snow globe, stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
It's all pretty much kind of so it's kind of like a mix of child's imagination and then the actual environment, and it was just really cool. They made there's so many fucking references too. I loved it. It was just a fun game. It's probably it's probably one of my favorite
co-op.
Co-op?
Yeah, it's the best co-op experience.
It's the best co-op experience. I say anybody, if you have a partner or a close friend, play it. It's so fucking good. I didn't know how I would if I would get used to it being it, because whenever you play with somebody, if it's online or local, it's always split screen. I didn't know how I would get used to it. It's pretty useful, and
it's fun to actually see what your friend's doing.
Yeah, because also through the entirety of the game, every time we got to a level, I would always do a fucking Blair Witch bit. I don't know why that was the bit I chose, but I would just go to a random dark corner and I would just sit there, and Cole would be like, all right, let's move on, and he'd just be talking, and then he finally notices and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
and then Colt just screams and gets knocked out.
and then I would say I'm doing a Blair Witch bit, and then he would just be like, are you Blair Witching? After every time I did it.
Yeah. He'd just be in the corner of the room.
Are you Blair Witching me right now? I
wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything too. It was a fucking fun time, and it's probably one of my favorite indie games too. It was just too good.
Hazelight, you make amazing games, because we also played
A Way Out,
made by them, which is, if you don't remember Pat and Jonathan, Joseph Fares, the guy's fuck the Oscars, fuck you Oscars.
He did that on Game Awards.
He made these games pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
With his studio. He's the head. He
the
didn't
head.
make them by himself. But he's right. He makes good fucking games. I'm a very big fan.
He toots his own horn, and he toots right.
Yeah, it was funny because after we got done with It Takes Two, we were talking about oh man, we want to play A Way Out now. And then on that night, I was just like, yeah, I bought A Way Out. And then we downloaded it, and then we started playing it, and then we just beat it because it was very quick too. It was shorter than It Takes Two, but you can definitely see where in A Way Out they're testing a lot of mechanics, because a lot of stuff was either they didn't use it for It Takes Two, or they used it again. And It Takes Two, I would say, this might be kind of not a hot take, but it'd be kind of I would say It Takes Two is the polished, perfect peak of them. It's only their second game.
Yeah.
Because A Way Out it was not, it was fun, but and the humor is real fucking good. Yeah. But in terms of being kind of inventive, or because it had some unique stuff, gameplay mechanics to it, but level designs were kind of just bland.
It was set in the 70s, and it had that 70s brown look to it.
It was a very gray-brown color palette to it. Nothing too crazy with the level design either. But the gameplay mechanics, the story was pretty fun, and I would recommend both of them. They were a good time. A really good time.
Fucking video games are good.
I will say actually, two games I played this year so far. One was early in the year. I finally got to play the Switch port of Pikmin 3.
Mm-hmm.
Loved the hell I played that. For someone who hasn't been very much in video games in a while, to get a game where I'm playing like every day for hours a day, I kind of forgot what that was like. So to be able to experience that again was a lot of fun. And Pikmin 3 is just super cute, and it sort of removes some of the, I guess, the hang-ups from the previous ones. It's like every game gets a little bit better, supposedly, or it should. I feel like this is the best Pikmin version, and like even though you can tell it's a Wii port, it still looks really good. I'm a sucker. I like just playing this little tiny world, like you said, like they take Sue, you're in a tiny world, but like I like the little water, and you carry your little people around. I still feel sad when my Pikmin would die. I was like, oh fuck, I'm a bad leader.
Fuck.
And they really sort of, it's a lot easier to sort of divert your activities in the game because you have like 3 captains and you're able to, and you kind of have to beat the game to divvy your 3 captains up with your respected teams and manage your time. That's the biggest thing, is managing your time, because the worlds themselves aren't that large but every level's on a time limit. So you really have to like manage your resources and your time. So like if you didn't have a time, you could breeze through everything. So like being able to divvy up what you're gonna do this day, what you're gonna do after, that's really where you're gonna flourish in the game. And that took some learning, because I just want to look at everything. I don't want to get the fucking this and the that. But like it was a lot of fun. I loved it. That final level was a bitch because you have to fight this weird golden alien blob that steals OMR. And like he kills all of your people so easily. It's like, God damn it. so I had to go back to early levels and like farm more Pikmin to come back to the last level, because he would like shoot lasers, or he would like change elements. So you have to like switch your Pikmin on the fly because different colors resist different elements. But the good thing is the bosses don't regen health. So if you leave the world where they're the boss of, they don't get their health back.
Damn, that's pretty weird. That's a cool mechanic, though.
But it's definitely a lot of fun, because there's definitely one boss I would call like the wake up call boss, because like you can beat all the other ones with a decent amount of challenge, but then there's one that's like this bee queen. She had like all of her little bees, and it's like, okay, how do I fight this thing? Because she surrounds me with her bees, and then they all zip in and grab your Pikmin and fly up to the air. If you can't like knock them down, they just rip your Pikmin in half. And it's like I lost like 50 Pikmin at once. I was like, oh fuck, I fucked up with this one.
Actually, that reminds me, that was something also I like about It Takes Two. Bosses. The bosses were fucking cool, man. Moon Baboon. There's a character named Moon Baboon, and then they're the 2 characters' daughter. The way she says Moon Baboon, it's just the cutest thing. I love it. That was probably, oh man, that's probably my favorite. I really like Moon Baboon.
Yeah, the whole with you going inside the mechanics of his spaceship while I was dodging fucking lasers for my life.
Yeah,
was pretty fun.
Because Moon Baboon, he's a fucking space monkey. He's a baboon in a spacesuit, and he has a little UFO that he flying saucer, and he shoots at you. There was a point where when we were fighting on the moon, not the actual moon, but my character has to go into the ship itself and destroy like the mechanisms and stuff, so his ship malfunctions, while Colt is having to dodge a fucking barrage of lasers and shit. There would just be a point where he'll die, and he would be like, don't die, because if I die, then we have to start over. If we're dead at the same time, if one of us dies and the other's alive, then you can respawn.
Okay, that's what I would like about a game, is like if one of you dies, it's just instant game over. That's bullshit.
Yeah. No. If both die, then it's instant. But their checkpoints were very
generous.
Yes, yeah. Very.
Yeah, Moon Baboon was a good guy. He was a good character, but our mission was to make our daughter cry. And he's like, "You can't make Rose cry." He was a Jason Statham voice, and he's like, "You can't make Rose cry."
Yeah, he had a thick like Australian accent.
And,
it was so good.
We had to kill Moon Baboon.
We did not kill him.
We didn't kill him,
but we had to fight him. But it was still sad
him.
because I know this is kind of a spoiler, but like for some reason, your 2 characters, the mother and father, their first thought for some reason is like, oh, we have to make our daughter cry to get us stop being dolls. and they don't question it. They don't question it. They're like, let's make our daughter cry.
Yeah, woo!
Woo! Like, they literally cheer, and it's like,
yeah, let's give our daughter trauma.
exactly, and it's just like, me and Colt were just like, you guys are pieces of shits, and it's funny because every time the book is like, the character in the game who sets up all the levels and stuff, his name is Dr. Hakim. When he shows up, me and Colt are like, oh, fucking this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's gyrating, humping.
He's literally
all
just,
these things.
he literally does that. He's like, look at my hips. It's such a fun game. I can't recommend it enough. It's so good.
I just keep remembering shit that we've been doing. It's been a long 4 months. It really has.
Because I'm trying to remember what we did. I feel like I want to say we played Fallout 76 this year as well.
We did. That
We
was
did.
not. That was in March.
It's April.
I
What
know.
the fuck?
That was the beginning of March. At the end of February, beginning of March.
Wow, we really spaced this shit out.
Yeah,
Time is fucked, man.
We put like 100 and something hours into Fallout 76.
It's good now.
And then now we're on to Neo 2, where we're trying to finish it up. Because we stopped playing right at the last few areas,
Yeah.
which we still need to get back into.
Yeah.
Because we've been busy with
A Way Out and
A
It
Way
Takes
Out
Two.
and Takes Two.
In Fortnite.
In Fortnite.
Because Fortnite's new season started, which is something that we've been eating up as well. They added part of the season pass is one of the characters that you get is DC Comics' Raven, which is pretty.
Very good. Very, very, very good skin. I just unlocked it. I'm very happy I unlocked it.
Yeah, me too. It's so like really. I mean, really, her design that they did for her looks super sick. And there's another costume we get for her that's like my favorite. It's like I want to say it's not classic, but it's like it looks really cool. I didn't expect Raven to be part of that, but it kind of makes me excited for if they add more DC Comics characters rather than the DC films to Fortnite. But if they added like Shazam from the DCEU, that'd be kind of sick too. Yeah, I've been having a fun time with that.
There was one of the game I got to play. It was I guess it was like I want to say WiiWare, but that's not correct. But like just like a quick little download game I got called Part-Time UFO for the Switch. Mm-hmm. It's made by the guy who did Kirby, I think. It has the same little UFO Kirby, UFO character. And like it was just something really quick and simple. I would play it like a little bit before I go to bed. Just like get new costumes. Basically, play this UFO comes to Earth looking for money to start a new life. So he takes up a part-time job. So his whole gimmick is he has this claw that you use to move and stack up stuff with. So the gimmick of every level is a little different. Like you got to pick up X amount of thing, or get so many of this, or you got to stack stuff up. And it's just really simple. You kind of pick it up, play it for a few minutes, and you close it out. 'Cause I feel like if you played it all the way through, you beat it in a day. So that the idea is just sort of play it a little bit at a time. But part of the challenge is that being able to gauge the weight and the swing of like an object and your own claw. You get special little attributes from your costumes, like you don't swing as much, or you can move faster, or you can pick up heavier stuff, and that's kind of the inclement challenge is like stacking certain things up in a way. Like there's a challenge level where you pick stuff up and try to stack it as high as you can, and turns out I'm really bad at that.
Fuck.
Ain't winning any 3DSs at a movie theater.
Huh?
You're not winning any 3DSs at a movie
no.
theater, like those stackers games.
No, definitely
I'm not
not.
insane. Those things exist.
I wasn't questioning that.
Okay.
I remember the game you're talking about. You had to press a button to make the blocks light up, and if you got to the top, you got a 3DS, which I don't think anyone ever did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's really cute. It's a super simple game, and I just kind of like, this is a nice little wind down from the day.
You have something to say? You want to say
Yeah,
to
you
the
have
class?
something to say, Jonathan?
Say anything
I'm
to the
trying to talk
class?
about my
You
love
want
of
to fucking
UFOs.
share? You want to share what you? Pat's trying to share something, and do you want to share something? Do you have something to say? Fucking say it.
Bah.
Oh, okay.
We forgot to tell everyone that Jonathan became a goat.
He came a goat?
He became a goat.
He became a goat.
Okay.
Nah. What do you think he meant?
He came a goat.
Yeah,
I noted so hard it came out of the
it's a very great mythological situation.
That's a very mythological.
Zeus,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
His cum just turns into a fucking goat, and he's like, ah.
Yeah.
Splooge.
But we didn't have enough room for it, so we had to put it down.
Oh, that makes sense. If you can't keep it, kill it. Don't do that, please, God. Don't, because that is okay. That is something that happens too often. Is that for fuckers can't keep a fucking animal, so they'll either put it on the road or actually that's all they do is put it on the
They
fucking
just
road.
release it and say, "All right, fend for yourself.
Okay,
See you around."
that reminds me. There was this fucker. I was driving home at night, and there was this truck in front of me on my road. And for some, I don't get it when people do this. They're so fucking lazy. They are just like, oh, I'm gonna drive in the middle of the road because nobody's coming. Has anybody ever heard that? I've heard that a few times.
Yeah.
Especially for like rural or back roads.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you do like. Whatever, but like also, even if this is a back road, there are still houses lining all the way down with they shouldn't have animals out, but people have animals, and there's also just wildlife in general. So I'm like, well, what are you doing? This fucker is going like 60, and then we get onto where my road meets the gravel part because they for some reason just lay down gravel and then do anything about it, and there's a part on a hill where you can't see what's like it goes up high enough that you can't see over until you get over it. Well, this guy, as I expected, he goes over it, and as I'm right behind him, we go down, and I see a rabbit get fucking flinged because he fucking hits it, and I have to swerve because I don't want to hit it again. I don't want to run over it. And at that moment, he was going. I literally get behind him, and I just turn on my brights and start honking at him all the way to my fucking house. I was so goddamn mad. It makes no sense that you can't slow down on a... I don't know why you can't, like, if there's nobody coming, just, like, that gives me more reason to slow down and watch out for animals, especially at fucking night. Like, just do it. It's not hard.
I mean, you would think so, but, you know, living in sort of rural parts of Alabama, like, people go flying down like back roads.
I
Like,
know.
sure, they
Yeah,
don't give a
like
shit.
down like snake roads, as my aunt would used to call it.
And
I will say, riding with Jonathan a few times back to his house, he might be one of them. I remember.
Yeah, well, I actually am like an old man now when I drive.
Okay, I haven't ridden with you since you were in high school or something like that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
It was,
I probably could have killed everybody.
Oh yeah, it could have been very bad, but
And considering that a lot of the roads where Jonathan lived were back home.
Well, there's only one road.
Yeah, there's only one road. And plus, some of the back roads, they were just like literally carriage paths that they just paved over.
and they dug inside the mountain. And like if you look over to the right of the road, it's cliff. You
Yeah.
would die if you go.
No
over.
guardrail or anything.
No guardrail at all.
No, you.
But-
oh,
you
extreme.
Moved, you
But still, some people just, you know, they fucking like bend around those turns, just like on the side of the
like
car.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, what? Like, I mean, if you get high off that, fuck you. I'm like, don't do that, you dumb piece of shit.
Just huff your farts. Just do that.
Yeah, I mean, really, some people actually do that. That's a drug for people, I think.
Yeah, that's a fetish, but
Excuse me, Wenzel. It's a fetish. They
I
don't
don't-
get high off of it.
all
My
the-
bad.
I'm just saying, Wenzel has all these weird, bad, inconvenient things happen to him.
Oh yeah.
Like he's a magnet for weird shit.
I am. I don't know why. Like weird shit just happens around me, and I'm just like, I don't know. I
Like, do these things happen to me, and I'm just like repressing it or something? And I don't remember.
You know,
it?
it's so funny because I don't know if I told you guys this. Maybe I did, but I was in line at a fucking I was at Burger King one day, and I was in line, and there's a truck ahead of me, and I just hear this loud, like, you know, it sounds like somebody's talking. So I thought, oh, somebody has a radio on, but no, this guy is talking to somebody on, you know, on his phone, but it's coming through the audio system in the truck, and he's just for some reason in the drive-thru of a Burger King talking about well, she's your fucking daughter, go pick her up. like you're having a fucking custody battle right now in the middle in the drive-thru of Burger King.
That's the only place you can.
And then he says, if I want to spend 9 hours at Woods and Water, I will. Like, what?
Which is totally a fucking Alabama thing.
It is,
for someone to say.
and he's like, if I want to sleep there, I will do that too. Like, what the fuck?
But on a similar note, I remember I was at one of the local Halloween art charities events for a couple years ago, and I'm just checking the place out. You know, have like the local haunted house. They got all these little like family stuff like slides and food, and to the far end they had like this little petting zoo. You can pet like rabbits and chickens in a box. But for some reason, like there was this like couple with like a baby child who are having like just come to Jesus like marital dispute in the petting zoo.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great.
Hell
place.
yeah.
I'm just trying to pet a rabbit and not listen to these grievances just fly in the air.
That reminds me, I was driving on the highway one time, and as I was driving back home, this fucking car just angrily pulls on the side of the road, and I just see a door swing open, and a guy, it was actually somebody we kind of know, just get thrown out looking pissed, and then the car just drives away. And I'm just like, what the like, what is going on, man? And like, that's not even like, if you're listening, you have no idea. Like Colt said, there's just some bad, weird, inconvenient shit that happens around me. I don't know. I'm a magnet for it. And that's why I say I'm the god of chaos, because for some reason I bring chaos around me. I don't know.
Yeah, you saw someone get kidnapped and just like look in the windows like, mouth help me, and just like, I don't know what to do. Bye.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I literally, I was stressing about my dog not being able to poop right. Like I had to buy her supplements to make her poo harder. Don't.
He had to buy doggy laxatives. That's why he couldn't help out that person being kidnapped.
No, these are they're called Glandex. They help with anal glands. You know, it makes the stool. It gives more fiber, so it makes the stool like tougher, so that it helps push on the glands so they can express them.
God, that's gross.
Yeah, it is.
So they can express themselves. All right.
But it's cool though, because they're just these little peanut butter bites. They smell really good.
That's poop. Did you eat one?
They smell so good. They're peanut butter bites, man. I would eat it.
And that's why.
Hey Pat, that was like that one time y'all ate fucking some of Darwin's treats.
Oh yeah, because like Ken and I, we tried the little like they look like little doggy Oreos, and Ken and I tried like these taste like the fucking dollar store little Oreo bites. They were
Really?
good.
Oh hell
They
yeah.
can give that to dogs?
You know, they're
They-
like
they-
they're
they-
dog
doggy
friendly.
safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I forgot about a bit we were gonna do about trying to do Oreo donuts.
Oh, shit. I
shit.
remember you tweeting with someone about it. Yeah.
But Oreo donuts though, I've had Dunkin' Donuts Oreo donuts. They're good.
I mean,
Sound
I can go up
horny.
and get them. It won't be a minute.
Yeah. Oh, you have them. Oh.
Oh, you have them?
We bought them yesterday.
Oh, well, Pat just walking away.
He's a wild one.
Yeah, I've tried dog food before too.
I've always like smelled like very good smelling dog food. I'm like, it smells so good, but it probably tastes terrible. Then I have my friends taste it, and I'm like, they didn't like it. I'm probably not gonna like it.
The dog food I tried, it was only one brand. I've only tried one brand of dog food. It was kind of like, it's okay, but then it's like, I don't like it. It's kind of in the middle. I don't know.
What about you? You eat any dog food, Jonathan?
I've never ate any fucking dog food. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with y'all.
I didn't eat any. I make my friends eat it because I'm curious if it's good.
But you know, every time I go into like a pet store and I see those like those dog treats that look like fucking cookies, I want to eat them.
Well, apparently they taste like them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
like I see people eating it all the time.
And they're always locked up. I'm ready to get a hammer and just bust them open, just eat them.
Oh my god.
He just like opens it up like a dog, like he shakes his head real fast.
I just take them like and eat them in front of a dog.
He's just like,
You can't do anything about it.
eats him like a goddamn goblin.
They look good.
Eh.
They look like sugar cookie. I mean, that's what they kind of are. Is they're just like those really extravagant sugar cookies, you know, where they'll take the icing and then they'll take like 1,000 years to make a design on it because it's so much icing. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
Patrick's coming down the stairs.
Patrick.
Coming downstairs.
Patrick,
One step at a time.
Patrick,
It's Patrick.
it's Patrick,
It's Patrick.
Patrick West,
Come back and y'all are singing. What the hell?
John Patrick West.
Let's see what these. Fuck.
Whoa.
What the,
The fuck? What is?
Oh yeah, they're just like the Oreos, but it's like a donut. They take like the cookies and cream Oreo icing and then smack like a giant fucking Oreo cookie on
This
top
smells
of
like cum. in a good way. Not in the smells like cum, but like it smells like if you were to eat one, you would cum.
Well, get one, bitch.
Oh my
We
god.
doing this on air.
I'm so emotional right now.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Having a live taste test because it's been a minute, and these just came out. So we figured, why the hell
Oh,
not?
that's like a actually hard cookie.
Yeah, it's like an Oreo cookie.
Yeah, it's a chocolate glazed donut with a cookies and cream on the top and a giant Oreo cookie on top of that.
This might be illegal.
Oh fuck!
Have you not had one yet, Pat?
I was waiting.
Oh man, I didn't give a fuck. I've eaten about like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh,
Damn, that's good. I thought the top was gonna be harder, but it's so soft.
it's perfect.
Yep.
Just the right level of soft to hard.
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
Because they did have another one where it was the ring donut filled with the cookies and cream goo.
Oh, damn, that sounds good too.
But they were out of those.
Also, we're a little scared to go to our Krispy Kreme because there's a really ornery old lady that works there.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she's mean. I don't like her.
I understand.
When you order this, she say like, "Oh yeah, you want that, don't you?" I bet you do.
No, like I was like, hey, can I get a couple assorted dozen with the Oreo ones? She's like, yeah. You know you gotta get glazed ones with them, don't you? I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? I'm not gonna say no to donuts.
So Don ended up buying like 3 dozen donuts.
Fair.
The white cream is very good.
The cookies and cream.
Which if you get the stuffed cookie like that, oh man, it'll rot the teeth out your head, but it's good.
God, I feel like I'm gonna like pass out after I finish this donut.
Just silent eating.
It's so good. I was telling myself I'll just take a bite and I'll finish it later. I'm eating it now. Fuck y'all.
Don't cut this. Don't cut any of this.
I'm not.
I mean, you'd be surprised how many people told us like they wanted us to experience us eating taste tests like live.
Oh.
And typically, a little behind the scenes here, when we would do our taste tests, like a lot of our like best bits or like best audio would come during us tasting it, and the other part would just be us kind of like trying to recount what happened. But I figured we made the executive decision that we would do taste tests from now on live. Oops.
Okay, I like it.
I got creamed on the table.
You creamed on the table.
Pat just creamed on the
Pat
table.
just nutted.
But who wouldn't eating this?
Let's just to say no one look under the table.
Oh
I
my
said, don't
God.
look.
Oh my god, it's a goat.
This is probably like the best, or like my personal favorite thing Krispy Kreme's ever done. This is fucking good.
I remember.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, Krispy Kreme didn't do it, but there was a donut I had from this donut place. It was like essentially, I think it was just a maple like donut, maple syrup donut, maple pancake donut or something. Probably the best donut I've ever eaten. This is second. Mm-hmm. We're gonna say Pat.
I was going to say when the Krispy Kreme down from us opened up, it broke the world record for most Krispy Kremes sold in one day, and they broke it again the next day.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. But that
Oh yeah, like because it opens like pretty soon after the tornado.
Yeah, and I remember they were selling donuts to raise money or something for like relief or some shit.
I don't know, but like literally, like the line was backed up all the way like past DCH, like by bomb howlers.
yeah.
It was like over like miles long, and you can say whatever about Alabama winning like 17 national championships. I was more impressed by our donut eating capacity.
That Krispy Kreme is always packed, like legitimately.
It's literally this is the 10-year anniversary of the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wow.
Because it was right after that big tornado came through in
Yeah.
2011.
The best time to go to Krispy Kreme is on a Thursday afternoon at like 2:30. Nobody's there. Not that many people are there.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just weekdays at random times that are not like lunch or after lunch because people will get a dessert or some shit.
That's all for you. That fun fact for you Tuscaloosians.
Or
Yeah, that's why our morbid obesity rate's pretty high.
Hey.
we're just living life. We're enjoying it.
Yeah, there was a tornado.
Yeah,
There's COVID.
I could have died.
I could have died.
No,
You would have died. You would have died.
John's house got blown away during the 2011 tornado.
Yeah, luckily we weren't in it, or
I'm very
otherwise
glad-
I would have been dead.
Yeah.
Very glad you came over to our house for that day. I don't even know how we got you there because you've never been there for a storm before that moment, I don't think.
Yeah, like we got there and we just bebopping along. I remember me, my dad, and Cody, we were on y'all's back porch and we're like, oh, there it goes. Oh, wait, our house is that way.
Yeah, a 5-mile tornado just in the distance, 5 mile wide.
Yeah. Because you can literally see from like satellite images that tornado carved a literal path through Tuscaloosa.
And like when you went on Crescent Ridge Road, it was just barren.
Because I remember being
It used to be just like woods and trees with a bunch of houses. You look back there, you could see probably a good like 10, 20 miles.
Yeah. And on the subject of tornadoes, that was something we all lived through. There was the 2 week span where you had like massive tornadoes
man.
and storm cells back to back.
Yeah, that was that was so fucking annoying. I had shit to do, and that was oh man, I was so mad.
I fucking hate Nader canes.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
What the fuck did you just say?
They're Nader canes. Like tornado
We got another
Hurricane.
Wenzel in
and
here.
hurricane. Nader cane. Have you never heard it called that?
No, I've never heard that.
Cole, you lived in Brookwood.
I know, I've never heard that.
I mean, Wenzel did too. Anyway, James Spann, you're a blessing.
Yeah, thank you for
Respect the
everything.
Polygon.
Respect the goddamn Polygon.
Like, my grandma is moving down here now. She was here to scout out houses. She was there the day the tornadoes were coming. So I was like, you got to get used to this whenever stuff like this happens. 'Cause it doesn't happen often. We get, like, usually 2 to 3 max bad storms a year.
well, like
I mean,
it depends. Like,
It happens pretty often. I mean,
because I remember, like, as a kid, like that was the year when we got like Hurricane Ivan, Katrina, and Rita like back to back. Like, there would be days where like, and it was always on a fucking Friday too, where we would have to stay like past like 7 o'clock because of the storm.
man, yeah, I remember. Because I remember ever since 2011, it's like every fucking year, there's always a bad storm, or there's always like a tornado watch warning. So fucking annoying.
Except last year. Like, last year was pretty calm. You know,
didn't wanna get near us.
despite 2020 as a whole.
It was
Yeah.
social distance times for everything.
Tornadoes were just like, no people out, no reason. Even though that makes no sense. Let's get back to
Not sad related stuff.
well.
Not natural disasters.
So the donuts, all great, right? We're
We,
all
love it.
Yeah,
we
like
would
10 out of 10.
recommend we would go out and get these new or which I would say hot take. They're going off the market like literally 2 days before 420. Like the day you would make the most money buying donuts, especially like this fucking nut-inducing donut.
That's when you release the most stupid bullshit because people will buy it no matter what. That's when you release like the gummy bear sriracha ramen pizza. That's when, and people will buy it
yeah.
because they don't care.
Sure.
Fucking Cannon bought that spicy ramen.
Yeah, that super spicy Korean ramen that's like people do challenges for. He bought that.
Has he eaten it?
No, not
Yet?
yet.
Not
Ooh.
yet, but stay tuned.
I've been eating some very spicy but very delicious ramen. I can't remember his name, but it's very good. It's like black bean or something flavored. Very
Red-
spicy. It hurts.
Is it red bean or?
I think it's red bean. I think it might be red bean. It's got green packaging. It's got a little duck with a pot on his head, or chicken, or whatever the fuck.
Was that
at all those
the brand of ramen that had the Devilman Crybaby like commercial? It had like a little duck in it.
It might be.
This is a sick commercial. If no one's ever seen
Yeah.
the spicy ramen Devil Man commercial, it's sick. Look it up.
Premium ramen's worth it. I'll say that.
I was gonna say though, still before we get to movies, I was gonna backtrack a little bit back to books because recently, I finally read and finished Goodnight Pun Pun. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm dead. I feel dead inside after reading it because first time I read it was back in 2018. Very end of 2018, I read up to I read volume 1, 2, and 3, and it was just insane. And then I just didn't read it until recently because Colt bought them all, and I was like, shit, now I gotta buy them all too. So I bought the rest and I read them right the past few days, and my God.
Do you want to feel pain?
Do you want to feel sadness? Do you just want to curl up in your bed and just exist? But
do you want to meet the most hated character you'll ever hate in your life?
Read Goodnight Pun Pun.
Read it. Just read it.
Goodnight Pun Pun is like I was having a tough time because when I finished the last volume, I was trying to I'm trying to make a review for it because I'm reviewing the series as a whole. Every volume I've given only 5 stars because I can't give anything lower. It's just too fucking good. And Asano, the way he does it, I know in one of my things I said it's a literary masterpiece, and I want to say it's close to that, but I'm willing to say it is because it is literally literary ambitious with like everything. It is just, it's pessimistic, it's existential, it's just dread-inducing. It's just absolutely fucking. It's a ride.
Can't recommend it.
Yeah, because from volume 1 and 3, sad shit happens in those, but arguably they're not as. That doesn't make any fucking sense because some dark shit happens in those. But I will say because there's a thing if you notice with the physical ones. Volumes 1 through 4 are like light colored. Volume 4 especially is green, but then volumes 5 to 7 are just. It starts out gray, black, then white, and that's arguably where it's the darkest. But the entire series, starting from volume from the beginning, but I would say volume 3 is where it's just absolutely just.
It's all downhill.
It's downhill. Yeah, it's just you're drained. It's draining, and I think I would say read it if you're in a very strong state of mind, because
and you can take it. It has a lot of different bad things.
Yeah, trigger warnings for rape, consensual sex, because that's in there. Violence, gore, domestic violence.
Just a bunch of stuff. I
Just a
can't
bunch of
remember
stuff.
it all. It's very good, though.
But what if I just got a super cut of just the little duck in the ghost outfit? Pun Pun himself.
I have some news for you, Pat. Pun Pun's a piece of shit that needs to die.
Yeah, Pun Pun, like, I don't know. I'm agreeing with Colt that he is a piece of shit, but Goodnight Pun Pun is about Pun Pun, and you have to explore him. You're exploring him from all facets, from his childhood to adulthood, and I want like.
I'm gonna say my version is better. He's just a little duck in a ghost outfit, and he's riding the bus.
Well, the thing is that he is like the entirety of how he's depicted. He's depicted as he's just depicted as a tiny little bird, and there's a reason for that. And he's something that at first you can empathize with, but then as the series goes on, you slowly start to realize that you just can't, and you don't want to. And that's all I could say. It's just too goddamn good. I give it the highest recommendation. Also read the first volume, Fire Punch. Fucking liked it. There's just something in there.
Like, why do you have it?
It's
not necessary.
I don't understand the necessity for it. I don't. I don't know what you're trying to do, Fujimoto, but I like your storytelling. I love your art. Chainsaw Man was absolutely just great. So I'm excited to continue this because I have all the volumes. And then besides manga, also read Asian, Demi-Human. I think that's how you say it, Asian.
Yeah.
I get some kind of like, the first volume doesn't give it away too much, but I kind of get some JoJo vibes with how the creatures are presented. I want to read the rest because it seems very interesting. I like the art style. And besides manga, books, I am actually reading for a book club I'm in. I started the Penguin Classic Edition of The Call of Cthulhu and Other Weird Stories by H.P. Lovecraft. It doesn't have all of his stories, but it has a lot of them in there. And it was funny because I read the first two that are listed in there, which is Dagon and Facts Concerning Arthur. I can't remember his full name. Anyway, I read those two. No, wait. No. My bad. The statements from this guy. That story I think concerning however, that's the third story. I was telling Colt that the first two stories, because if you don't know, H.P. Lovecraft is racist as fuck. He's notoriously one of the biggest racist piece of shits ever.
Like, he was racist for his time.
I mean, we talked all about that in our
Caging Greatness.
Caging Greatness episode of
Color
Out of Space. Check that out. Available now.
Color Out of Space, the story is in there as well. I'm excited to read it. But yeah, if you don't know, he was very racist. A lot of his stories contain, stereotypes, slurs, and stuff like that. And that was something I actually enjoyed about the book club. Was the first thing the person who made the book club, she was just like, so we all know H.P. Lovecraft, super racist. You don't have to read his stories for this month, but that's the book we're doing for this month. And I appreciate that because every time people bring up H.P. Lovecraft and his stories and what you should read by him, nobody except for her and another person, nobody brings up how fucking racist he is. And after the first,
I don't know. I feel like every time he comes up in conversation, that always comes up.
But not for me. I haven't. I don't know. I've seen a lot of. I've listened to a lot of stuff, but like I said, there was something I did listen to that brought it up, and then our book club owner or starter brought it up as well. But after I read the first two stories, Cole was like, "You get to any racism yet?" And I was like, "Nah, I haven't." And then literally that night, the third story, I was like, "Boom, racist."
Yeah.
Like it was fun, but.
Lovecraft, you canceled.
But the thing is, though, his story, like the stories I've read so far, they're so good. My favorite that I've read is Dagon. They're really good, and for those to be made, for him to write these at the time that he did is insane, because this shit is just batshit crazy. Like, man, I love cosmic horror, and I'm really enjoying this so far.
I've had similar experiences at the school we went to, where you are talking to a redneck guy, you're like, oh, this guy's cool, he's very fun. Another person that's not white walks by, and he's like, you see that slur? He says the slur. I'm like, oh, I can't be friends with you anymore.
Like, man, I don't know. Racist piece of shits, man.
You enjoy someone, and then, boom, they're racist.
Boom. And it's like, why?
It's like H.P. Lovecraft.
It's so easy not to be racist.
H.P. Lovecraft, the original milkshake duck.
Yep.
Man, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think this year I've read like 13 books. That I'm including the Goodnight Pun Pun volumes.
Those are books?
Yeah, those are books. I count them.
What about Sniff? You should count Sniff.
Sniff. Oh, fuck you.
Fuck you!
No, I bought Fire Punch from a company, and they, instead of giving me one of the volumes that I needed, which was volume 2, they gave me a fucking toddler's book called Sniff. And it's just a bunch of animals sniffing, and you get to feel their noses.
You need to review it, because I need to know if I should buy it.
I was going to do an April Fool's bit where I
Colt likes his sensory toys.
It's fun.
He wants to feel all the animal nose textures.
It's only 4 pages.
He wants to feel the animal snot.
Should I buy it or not?
He wants to rub it between his fingers like Matthew McConaughey in that Lincoln commercial.
Cole told me that I should do an April Fool's bit where I actually review it. I just forgot. I might still do it.
You have like an hour-long YouTube video.
Talking about the intricacies of
Sniff by Matthew Van Fleet. That's the actual author. But
was he just like Greta Van Fleet? That's a cool name.
I don't know.
Shit band. Fuck them.
But yeah, I've read a lot of books so far. I guess I don't know. Last time we did this was we did a banter episode. Was when
January.
I don't know if I talked about what I read at the point. I know maybe people know that I read Dune. I also read I read a lot of good books. I also reread Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. If anybody's seen the movie, great book, highly recommend it. And yeah, let's. You guys want to talk about movies?
I forgot. I caught up on all of Berserk, and I read like 100 to 200 chapters of One Piece. It's been a lot of reading. This is the most reading I've done in a long time.
Oh, hey,
I'll
fun.
take it.
Colt's head is bigger than the last time I saw it. I will say that.
I can't read normal books without my brain wandering, but I can read manga. So that's
I
good.
will say, sorry. Before we get to movies, I've been reading Watership Down since fucking February. It's not boring, but I'll read like 10 pages and put it down, and I won't pick it up again for weeks. I don't know why. I'm only 130 pages in, and it's just, I don't know. I love the movie, and I don't hate it. It's just
Is the prose just like dry or unengaging?
I don't know. Maybe kind of, because it's just a bunch of rabbits trying to find a new home, and
And being brutally killed.
I haven't gotten to that. Well, I take that back. I did get to, there was a part in there that was super fucking dark, which I did end up reading really fast because it was so good.
It's like, finally, trauma in my stories.
If anybody knows Watership Down, it's the bigwig. Bigwig.
All my Watership Down boys out there,
Like, I can't say it's boring because I really enjoy what I'm reading. I don't know. My mind not big enough to comprehend rabbit.
There you go. All right, we ready for movie talk?
How many food movies have you fuckers watched?
I'm knocking up on 50 for total movies watched this year so far.
Motherfucker.
Holy shit!
what about you, Jonathan?
You surpassed me. Hold on one second.
Yeah, John, start us off. Yeah, what are some of the movies you've been watching recently?
Oh shit, I'm closer than I thought. I'm at 4 movies. I know there were some that we talked about. I know there's going to be some like me and Pat will talk about together. But
You're at 4?
40.
Oh, okay.
Watched Blade Runner 2049. Really fucking good.
My favorite movie of all time right there. I love it.
You know, I can see it. It's a good
Masterpiece, Pat. Masterpiece.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm gonna. You know what? You know how your other foot's feeling fine and great, and then you feel so good about it. Just remember it because you'll never feel that again.
Yeah, we can't stomp on my toes because they're already in Wenzel's mouth.
Wenzel, get those toes out of your mouth.
I have something stuck in my teeth that I can't get
It's
over.
his toenails.
Oh God! Please no.
The only thing the audience are going to know is my foot and a lot of sucking sounds coming from your end.
Oh God, Wenzel, what the fuck?
Fucking toe sucker. Anywho,
Oh God.
anywho, Blade Runner 2049. Go watch it. It's better than the original.
Yep.
I said that.
100%.
I ordered this movie. Had a really cool like Blu-ray from some Korean company. I forgot the name of, but it was Region A. I'm like, fuck yeah, which was also directed by Denis Villeneuve, which was Incendie. And fuck. Fuck. I just sat there for about like 15 minutes after it was over, and Liz came in. She's like, "You're okay?" I'm like, "No, I am not okay." Like, it's one of those movies, that final shot is just fucking devastating.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Yeah.
Remind me before you leave.
Fuck yeah! You could let me borrow it. Yes. No. Okay. Now I remember. We talked about this before, and yes. Okay.
And we just completely forgot. So don't let me forget.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, the general plot. It's one of those movies you need to know as little going in as possible. But there's a brother and sister. Their mother died, and she was a refugee from the Middle East. I think they say Lebanon. It's kind of set during like Lebanon Civil War, even though they don't really name specifics. But they in her will, she sends them on basically this quest back to Lebanon to find her father and their they have a secret brother. And yeah, there's a scene with the bus, and it's real fucking sad and infuriating, and
I think I need to watch it after Wenzel does.
No, yeah, I recommend it, but like I said, it will fucking wreck you.
Well, y'all are already into sad shit with the pun stuff. Add more to the pile.
Oh no, I realized that 80% of the stuff I've bought is just depressing as hell, but I love it. I love the pain.
He loves the epic highs and lows of its the serotonin in his head.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Me and Pat, I watched Gone Girl for the first time.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, that movie's good. That movie's real good.
That was the first time I'd seen it since theaters when it came out, and it's still really good. Although I will say, the tenor of the movie does change in a world of like sad Ben Affleck memes.
Yeah.
Also, he is wide as fuck in that movie.
He's a big dude,
like
tall and
like Adam Driver in Last Jedi wide.
Yeah, Ben Affleck's always wide. That makes
You
sense.
also see like a brief shot of his wee wee.
Also,
He's packing. Let's just say that.
also he's eating pussy in the first 20 minutes too.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Spoilers.
Was girl gone?
Yeah. She was kind of gone. Yeah. It's that's another one. I know as little bit going in as possible. It's on Hulu.
You know, you say that, but it's like I feel like it's been like just paraded around so much that I kind of know what's happening.
I mean, it came out in 2014, so
Yeah.
like odds are, I mean, you may not have heard it, but you know, just through pop cultural osmosis, you may have like picked it up. Kind of like how I kind of know what the big twist in Promising Young Woman is that people hate.
Oh yeah.
The only thing about I thought Gone Girl was just some kind of I don't know anything about Gone Girl. I just know
It's
the
a
name.
good
It's
movie.
on Hulu. I recommend it.
It's either I hear about the movie or hear about the book.
I've read the book and watched the movie. They're both very
really?
good.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the author's name.
Gillian Flynn.
Gillian Flynn.
Yeah, I have her other book, Sharp Objects.
I have that one too.
That I really need to read because I've heard great things about it.
Let's see.
Another movie we watched together was Lady Snowblood.
Yeah.
That's a sick movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
Basically, Lady Snowblood, it was like the inspiration for Kill Bill.
Yeah,
Like
There's so many like direct shot references.
And
from Lady
like
Snowblood.
the main song is that plays at the end of Volume 1.
Yeah. So it's a great movie.
You know, Japanese revenge movie. It's fucking gorgeous. Like, it's like that, like the scene in the prison, and it's just like you like black, and then you see the snow, and then when she like kills people, there's like fucking blood, and it's just like fuck yeah,
hell yeah.
it's fucking sick. I'm trying to look at the ones like I saw by myself because me and Pat have a lot of overlapping ones.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, but because both of you have not only Cajun greatness, but also like non-canon files, like of course you guys watch so many movies. Like, man.
I guess it's time for Colt Winslow to start their own movie-centered spinoff for the show.
It's got
Anime movies?
no Disney baby shows.
What the fuck?
We're
Fuck
watching
you.
baby shows.
Fuck you.
Shows for
I'm not
babies.
watching that. Fuck you.
I need colors.
Colt likes his sensory shows.
Yes. Do you not remember this? I need your review of Sniff. Fuck.
I also watched. I might have mentioned this on the last one, but I did watch one of David Lynch's movies I hadn't seen, Wild at Heart, and I did not like it. I don't recommend that one, and that one won him the Palme d'Or, and I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, it's got Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern.
That's good. Those are good actors.
Yeah, they're really good, but like the writing is god awful. Like, holy shit.
Sounds like Lynch was the one who shitted the bed.
I think he shitted the bed on that one.
Well, no one bats 100. But you can look forward to that episode of Casey Greatness eventually.
Eventually. I don't know, I might warm up to it, but it's definitely my least favorite Lynch.
Lynch without the lunch on that one.
Yep. Aguirre, The Wrath of God. It's a Werner Herzog movie. Real good. Me and Pat got fucking blasted and watched the 1977 adaptation, animated by Rankin Bass, the same company who does like all the stop motion
Christmas specials,
like Rudolph and shit. They did in 1977 did an adaptation of The Hobbit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it is the best adaptation
And
of The Hobbit.
everybody in that movie is butt ass ugly.
Oh my god!
Yes.
It is. The movie is ugly as sin, but man, does it have some bops in the song.
Yeah, like the Goblin Town song, that fucking slaps.
The other Goblin song.
The Goblins, they know how to write a song. And I will say, this isn't in the Hobbit adaptation, but in the Return to King? Whichever one had the whip song. I literally I made like a whip sound to myself about something this week, and I was like, oh fuck, and it just came like a freight train.
It's a song called "Where There's a Whip, There Is a Way." It's from the animated Return of the King. It has no right to slap that hard. It's so stupid, and I hate it. It gets in your head.
It's stupid good, but just like, also, everybody in this movie is butt ass ugly. Like, whatever sort of like beauty or like fantasy you would think about a Tolkien-esque character, or just like fantasy characters in general, Rankin Bass, like, we're gonna make these look like just like gutter toilet gremlins.
But you know, I bet that's what, if any fantasy setting or any medieval setting, that's what everybody looked like. 100%. No.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
You can't tell me that fucking what's her name, the queen or whatever, who had the mother of Richard the Lionheart, who was locked in a tower. You can't tell me she didn't look like a fucking gremlin.
Incest goblins.
Yeah, you can't tell me. I wouldn't even say it. Marie Antoinette. No, goblin. Philip, Goblin. Louis, Goblin. I'm George, Goblin. They have very white names.
All of French history, they're really just goblins.
I mean, they're all white, so
they're all white, and they all have like just basic bitch ass names. But
like,
not in The Hobbit. They have some pretty cool names.
Yeah, like
Thor and Oakenshield.
like Dildo Daggins.
Dildo Daggins?
Yeah, Dildo Daggins.
God, what were we watching the other day where I was like, this guy looks like the inbred cousin of Bilbo Baggins.
Fuck.
It could have been so many things.
It could have been.
Oh, fuck. That fucking guy from Birmingham. The Krispy Kreme guy.
Oh my God! Don't.
Kreme!
Wow! Rest in peace, guy.
2012.
Did he die?
What?
Wait, did he die?
What?
Did you say rest in peace?
Yeah, because you're berating this guy. You just said the guy in Birmingham at Krispy.
Figuratively.
No,
Congratulations, you make fun of a dead person.
I thought he died. I was
Krispy
like,
Kreme.
shit, we shouldn't make fun of him.
No.
Dead.
2012. Yeah, he looks like a hobbit. Is what I was trying to say. But yeah, The Hobbit, 1977. It's better than the Peter Jackson one. Fight.
I won't hear it.
Those
only
movies are
90
not good.
It's not even 90 minutes, is it? It's like 70 minutes.
Yeah, it's not even. It's like barely over an hour. And holy shit, do they fly through the story? I was like, holy fuck, we're already here.
No, too short for me. I need 3 fucking movies. I need 3 movies.
Oh god, I no.
And
there are extended editions to those fucking movies too.
I know. I love them, but you know, whatever.
Like, what is there to add? Like a scene of fucking Evangeline Lilly fucking the dwarf?
Yes.
Although we will say that was the one thing the Peter Jackson trilogy got right. They made Thor unfuckable.
They did make Thor unfuckable, and I do appreciate that. Richard Armitage,
Yeah.
he can get it. But yeah, fucking. I mean, I say Thorin, but everyone in this movie is ugly. There was that one dwarf that looked like fucking Ki-Adi-Mundi from Star Wars.
God, yeah, because there's like 2 in there to have like these giant elongated forehead, just like rippled with like
Wrinkles and shit.
I don't know that you need like spackle to clean up that like flesh crack.
This fucking sounds like a fever dream.
Bitch, that's what I thought it was.
I mean, I don't know about Pat, but I was blasted and I was having a good time.
Oh no, like I was drinking too. And I'm just kind of like, bruh. Everybody, it's just like the meme of that girl crying and she's like sniffling. You're all so ugly.
No, I can just imagine you guys are just blasted, and these little fucking gremlins just pop up on the screen. It's like, oh, we gotta go slay the dragon, and you're just guys are just like, what the fuck?
It's like, oh god, oh fuck.
Whoa, okay, if you want to say that.
Okay, this is kind of crazy.
God, I will say, like, some of the voices are fucking hilarious. Like Gandalf, he's pretty, like, you know what you expect Gandalf to be. But the guy they got to voice Smaug, he didn't give a fuck. He just sounded like some, like, American dude they hired last minute. He's like, all right, I'll read these lines.
We've got to.
Where the fuck are you, thief?
I will say, Benedict Cumberbatch's performance for Smaug, you can't deny that was good shit, man.
Yeah,
that was good.
He has a very good villain voice and like presence.
He fucking crawled on the floor today.
That was funny.
It is.
He had all the motion capture dots on his face, just like he's just slinking around like a bony snake he is.
Because like we were going to rent it, and then I saw it was like $5 to buy. I was like, I bought this fucking movie.
Why not? Now you have it in your fucking archives to watch again when you're blasted and you want to show it to other friends.
Like we have like a set like box of movies where everybody just gets a rip ass drunk and just watches these weird movies.
No, that'd be so funny if like, yeah, if you like took it and then you burned it or something, you sent it to somebody illegal, and then you're just, hey, watch this if you're really high or really drunk. It's so fucking good.
It's a bop. Underappreciated, I'd say. And the last movie I'm going to be talking about was another movie I watched while I was blasted out of my ass, and that was Alfred Hitchcock's Rope, which was a movie he did in the 40s.
Just by that title, it sounds terrible.
Oh, it's really good, actually.
I don't know, Hitchcock's Rope.
Yeah, Hitchcock's shooting rope. Am I right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, it's about these two guys. They kill their friend. Like, first shot, they're strangling this dude.
Oh, okay.
It's autoerotic asphyxiation gone wrong.
So they hide him in this trunk and then host a party as sort of like a cheap thrill sort of thing. Like, see, and it's like you're trying, and it's like they couldn't do it all in one take because like the reels only had enough film for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's like a movie in 10 shots.
Oh, okay.
And like they would go into the back of somebody and pull out. And then there are a couple times it does cut because like there are like thematic reasons.
Yeah.
And then
So wait a minute, was it 100 minutes?
yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Let me see.
I don't know.
It's about 81.
Oh, okay. It's cool.
Yeah, and it's just sort of like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop for someone to find out, and then Jimmy Stewart's in there, and he's just like quizzing them up and down, like, oh, I see.
Also, wasn't he macking on like all the old ladies in the movie?
Oh yeah, he was fucking Jimmy Stewart, Jilf Hunter.
What does JILF stands for?
Grandmother, I like the fuck.
Oh, I keep thinking J. I'm sorry. I keep thinking Jill, like not guilt. I think GILF, not JILF. Okay.
Whatever.
We're not doing the hard soft G content.
No, I'm not
here.
either. I'm not either. I accept what you give it to me.
People in Australia call it glilfs.
But yeah, it's sort of like a stage play sort of thing. It's only in one location. It's really fucking interesting, and I suggest.
Also,
y'all
I
watch it.
remember it was just John and I at the house that weekend, and he is just rip roaring 5 sheets of wind. I'm in my bedroom, like half asleep. I hear him like yell talking at the TV.
Well, because the two dudes are a bunch of fucking bitches.
It sounds like a.
They're a bunch of fucking virgins. I'm like, oh my god, y'all need to shut the fuck up.
This sounds like a fucked up version of Weekend at Bernie's.
I mean, Weekend at Bernie's is fucked up as it is.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't kill the guy.
No, yeah, that's true.
But they're fucking carrying around a dead body. That's still terrible.
And then like one of them is like more confident. He's more like alpha, and then the other guy's just like, so.
Just carry around the dead body. There ain't nothing to it.
All right, Colt, what was on the movies that you watched?
I watched 44 movies total.
Yeah, movies or
I'm putting anime in here because it's fucking long.
It's not the same.
Fuck you.
If it's on Letterboxd, it counts.
Sorry,
That's why I put anime and wrestling pay-per-views on my
Oh no,
letter.
no, we're not doing this. No. Okay, if it's a show, it's a show. You can
Colt, continue with your
No. You
We're
can
not
log,
having this.
You can log it. It's not a film.
Oh, fucking nerd.
You're a nerd.
The pedantry is far too much.
I threw Cold off. I'm sorry.
I still watched 42 movies this year. There's
Punk
like
ass.
3 anime or Netflix or whatever the fuck series.
Punk ass.
Fuck you. But I'm trying to remember where we left off last time. I think it was like Phantom of Paradise. Watch that. Fucking rules.
I've heard that movie's fucking crazy.
It's absolutely amazing. Everyone here would absolutely love it.
I want to watch it. Yeah.
I finally watched Moonlight. Very good. I feel like I talked about that too. I don't know.
I know it's been so long. I forgot.
I watched
Moonlight's a really good movie.
the 3 Berserk adaptions of the Golden Age arc. It's good, but it could be better. That's all I really want to say about that.
That first movie looks like butt.
It takes a second to get used to. The animation does get better in the second and third one, but it's still not great looking.
I mean, it's nowhere near like Berserk 2016 bad.
It's nowhere near that. No, fuck no, it's not. I watched A Hidden Life, which was just long and a lot of farming.
Yeah.
Terrence Malick.
I watched Of Mice and Men finally because I was just like, I want to watch this.
Steinbeck.
It's like
it was.
Why do you want to? It's like I want to watch this movie.
No, I remember we watched that one Key and Peele episode where they did a Steinbeck bit, and then Colt just randomly says, "Oh yeah, I watched Of Mice and Men." I'm like, what the fuck? Like I don't know, that was just so out of character.
I've always seen reference to it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah.
That was
I've
the
read the
Gary
book.
Sinise version.
And John Malkovich.
Yes.
Yeah, I've read the book. The book, it's fucked up.
I watched Maximum Overdrive, which
Hell yeah.
it's not good, but it's not bad. It's pretty fun. I feel like that'd be a good like fucked up watch. When you're blasted, because it's pretty wild. One Night in Miami, also really good. It's about Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Nash King Cole. I can't remember. Let me look. Let me click on the movie. Cassius Clay, Jim Brown, Sam Cooke.
Well, Cassius Clay is Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah. My bad. I forgot. Whenever he
Sam Cooke and Jim Brown and Malcolm X. Yeah.
Whenever he converted to
Islam,
he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. That's right. And it was right there when he was about to convert. And it's a really good movie. I would give it a watch. And then I watched my second favorite Christopher Nolan movie. It would be my first if Interstellar didn't exist. Tenet fucking rules. I don't care what anyone else says. It's so fucking amazing, and it's pretty hard to understand. But it's not that hard. You're acting like
if you get the gist of it, you're fine.
Yeah, if you have a working brain and aren't a dumb fucking idiot. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It can be hard.
Talk down to
Well,
it.
yeah, like fucking Colt's like, yeah, you're just too stupid to understand.
Well,
No.
because I remember I sent Colt a video, and I watched several other videos discussing it, and they were like, actually, the shit that's kind of complicated the math is actually pretty goddamn solid.
It adds up.
It adds up, and even though it's really fucking hard to understand, I'm like, I as somebody who has had trouble understanding math and shit like this, I'm like, okay, yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Oh wait, bitch! I gotta do math to watch this movie.
Oh,
Fuck
fuck.
that.
No,
Fuck
you
math.
don't have to do math.
It's a very fun experience to where the first watch, you're confused a little bit, but by the time it's over, you're like, okay, I got it by the end of it. But in the second watch, I haven't watched it the second time yet, but I will. So at some point, you're gonna start seeing more in how things click.
Yeah, that was something I was talking to Cole about. I watched some like I said, I watched several people talk about it, and there's a consensus that this movie, Tenet, is not a one-time off. Like, for you to really get it, I guess, or if piece it together, it's like a multiple watch experience.
Like you have to watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also watched Psycho Gorman, which
Oh, we did too.
Yeah, we
was
watched
really
it.
fun.
Fuck, I need to watch it.
Like I don't do that on mine, but just to speak on it real quick, it's a lot of fun. It's very charming. I loved like how like low budget it was. It does bring a lot of like very true to like Power Rangers and like early Doctor Who, and like it was just a fun time. I really enjoyed it. I loved. I want to toy every character in that movie.
Yeah.
It's very toyetic, and I think you can get it pretty cheap and pop it in. Half an hour. I mean, 90 minutes. You're in and out. It's good.
It's a very fun short movie. If you want to chill, have fun. And then I watched a shitty fucking asshole movie, Kissing Booth. Go to her shit. Fuck it. It's bad.
It's the movie that we made him watch because he lost.
He lost
Yeah.
the letterbox game, which is a lot of fun. Go back and check that episode
Yeah.
out.
Hopefully he loses a third time.
Fuck you. Earwig and the Witch. I watched that. That's the new Ghibli movie. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. It's not up to par with Ghibli's normal stuff, but it was still very good.
I know people were very critical of it.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad because that was directed by Miyazaki's son.
Yeah.
And every movie he makes is just like, everyone's just like, this is garbage. Be like your dad.
But then, like, his dad was like kind of shitty to his son, so
Yeah.
He's a terrible father, and he even admits it. He knows he's a bad father.
Yeah.
I would say his son's movies aren't bad. It's just that they're missing something. I don't know what it is exactly. But in this movie, it just gets good. It gets real good at the end, the very fucking end. And then the credits roll. I'm like, why the fuck did you end right there?
Yeah, I heard it feels like the first act of a movie.
Yeah. And then I watched Son of Godzilla, the Godzilla movies first. There's something in the show.
Maybe.
And then I watched 4 hours of Snyder jerking off.
we actually watched Snyder Cut 2 at the house, although I came in about an hour and a half in where the shit actually got good, I guess, and then John saw the last hour.
Yeah, I came in at the final hour.
And, I think for what I saw, it was solid.
It's better than the original.
Yeah, I mean, granted, that's not a very high bar to clear, but, like, it was, from the last, like, hour of the movie I saw, I was like,
The hour is the best. The last hour is the best part of the
That's
movie.
pretty good. It's
It's-
all right.
The first 3 hours is very slow. Very bad.
Yeah, I don't really see myself watching the rest.
I mean, I think I saw enough.
Another movie I need to watch because I've seen the original, didn't like it, and this, I kept shitting on Snyder, but it's like it turns out, it's actually pretty good, and Snyder, is actually not too bad compared to Whedon, who is apparently a piece of shit.
It just continually shows his ass.
It proves that you can have, quote, correct, and I use this in very heavy air quotes, correct politics and still be a shitty person.
Or just at least a dumbass.
Or, yeah, I mean, granted, like, fucking Zack Snyder's politics are garbage. But
Did you see
we're not
where
getting into that.
every time Wonder Woman showed up on screen, it just played her epic music?
Yes. I was like, every time, like, I mean, it would be like a back and forth shot, like a, shot, reverse shot, someone having a conversation. And it would be like Aquaman. And Aquaman music would be normal. Then it cut to Wonder Woman and it'd be like,
I mean, like, she has a cool theme, but then
It's good.
They beat it into the ground.
It's like she's in a. It's like there's some people talking. She like turns her head in the doorway.
like it's like that bit from SpongeBob. She just sticks her hand out and plays and pulls it back.
Yes,
and stuff.
exactly.
yeah, it was like that the entire fucking movie.
It was a good bit.
or whatever I saw of it. I don't know.
Then I watched the rest of the MonsterVerse for what we did last month.
Yeah.
And then I watched Bad Trip, which was Eric Andre's new
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
movie. It's pretty fucking good. It's Eric Andre doing his wild shit like normal.
Yeah.
It's got a story that has going on with it, but a lot of the skits that they do, it's all real. It's all him fucking with people. It's just that the story is it's just a generic.
They weave a story to kind of connect all the bits.
Yes.
Liz watched it and she was telling us about it. She was like, there were a couple of times I had to like take a break.
Oh yeah, there was parts where I had to pause and flick my hands violently.
Yeah, you had to get the flappies out.
Yeah.
I know that.
God.
There's like all the nerve energy. It's like it's too much.
And she was saying something about how this one lady was like, yeah, I fucked all genders and stuff like that.
There's a lot of moments. Fuck, what is her name? She's in it. She's like the sister, Tiffany Haddish. She is pretty funny in this. Mm-hmm. She. There's some stuff I don't want to spoil because I feel like you guys would like it. It's Eric Andre. You guys like Eric Andre, right?
Yeah, we love Eric Andre.
Yeah.
And you like it? They released a deleted scenes thing on the Netflix YouTube. And there's one where they had a priest where Eric Andre was possessed by a demon.
I already like it.
And then you gotta watch it.
It's so
very
good.
good.
It's like you didn't even tell me the joke. You just said Eric Andre's possessed by a demon, and I just laughed.
They get a priest, and it's pretty good. The priest doesn't know about it. He thinks this is real.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
pretty good. I think you guys should watch it. Then I watched Aliens. I've seen the first Alien, and then I watched Aliens, the sequel. The first Alien's really good. I thought it had some slow moments, but overall it's a very good horror movie. Aliens, it's a very good action horror movie. I enjoy it more than the first one, but it's really fucking good. The Queen Xenomorph, sexy as hell. Look at that dome. You
Instead
agree?
of a donk, she's got a dome.
Oh,
I
for
agree.
Cole
sure.
loves him a girl with a big ass head.
Yeah, she's a MILF.
And then I also watched Nomadland the other night.
On their Oscar list.
Yeah, it's holding comments till later. It's good. It's very good.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah, so check that out.
And then I watched the first Fast and Furious, which I thought it's okay. It's good. It's action. It's dumb fun.
Yeah,
Colt starting the Fast and Furious train.
I'm getting in there.
Yeah,
he might be able to join us for Fast 9.
No, Colt told us that every time he watches an Alien movie, he's gonna watch a Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
So,
And then I mean, there's a good many Alien movies technically. You have the first 4, and then Covenant. I mean, then the Prometheus and
then
Covenant.
Covenant, yeah.
So that's 6.
yeah. So
And then I watched Too Fast, Too Furious, which it's not a good movie, but it's pretty funny.
It has like the best one-liners.
It still sucks. I
yeah,
don't
it's
want to see it
garbage.
again, but man, it was funny.
It's a good time. Some of my movies. Let's see. I watched James and the Giant Pizza the first time since I was a kid, and
Wow.
it really held up. I had a great time with it. It's
Is that
on-
the Ted Cruz spider movie?
what?
Where there's a spider that looks like Ted Cruz?
Ted Cruz, what?
I
There
don't
is-
think
okay,
so.
there is a spider in it, but what the fuck are you talking about, you psycho?
Okay, I gotta Google Ted
Yeah, you
Cruz
gotta look-
spider.
Ted Cruz looks nothing like that spider.
That's an insult to the spider.
Yeah, you know how many people got their first boners to that spider?
An uncomfortable amount.
I mean, that was something we were talking about the other day. What childhood property just sprung some people's first boner or like first awakening of sexually? It's like,
The spider isn't from that movie, but this is the Ted Cruz spider.
okay.
That's from what?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry, had a little bit of a technical malfunction right there. Our recording program kind of crapped out on us, but we had some life-saving effort thanks to our good pal Shimmy. He came down and saved the day, so we're back in the game. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. We just talked a lot about foreskin and insects in the basement, and Jonathan had a Joker moment.
You missed a
Joker,
lot.
baby.
You missed a lot, really.
Yeah.
It was practically like a mini episode that you just lost your time down.
Wenzel just kept saying Naruto bits.
And he won't fucking answer if he's reading it or watching it or something, because he's saying terms that I don't think the normal person would just get from like hearing about Naruto over the years.
It's something about fighting babies or something.
Now that I don't understand that part, he's just crazy.
All right. Yes. But we were talking about movies, so we're getting back on that train. I'll talk about watching some dumb, poo-poo, stinky, doo-doo, garbage vampire western. It would have been fine if the just sad-ass, Chad-ass, swole-ass vampire just rode around an Uber and killed people. But that was only 10 minutes, and it was a 2-hour movie. So don't watch Blood from a Stone. It's not worth it.
Good to know. Good to know.
Good to know.
Good to know. We watched The Sisters Brothers. It is a Western. It had Joaquin Phoenix and John C. Reilly as hired mercenary cowboys. And it was a really good time. Also, surprisingly queer. That was a good fun time in it.
Yeah, it was really.
Because it has
it also has Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal and what's his name? Rahid.
Or it wasn't Riz Ahmed, was it? I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's Riz Ahmed. Excuse me.
Riz Ahmed. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty stacked cast.
And it's a pretty chill movie, but it's really interesting. Mm-hmm. I would say definitely recommend it. It's on Hulu. It's a nice, easy watch.
Hell yeah.
John and I, we also watched Judas and the Black Messiah.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to watch it.
Me too.
I think we got the last, pretty much got it on the last day. It was on HBO Max.
Yeah, or the last day we had actually had a chance to watch
Oh, fuck. Is it not on there anymore?
No, they only kept it. They keep things on there for a month.
Yeah,
'cause
the
it's
premiere movies at least.
So it might be on VOD now, but we had a really good time. It's a very good movie, very strong movie.
It will make you angry.
Yeah, it's
like in a good way.
Basically, it's sort of very much pointing out how the racial injustices and how people are manipulated in very trying situations.
Yeah,
and sort of just the frustrating parts of history. I guess I will say the whole time I was watching it, while I did enjoy it, I did kind of feel like I was getting like this sort of, as much as it talks about uncomfortable things, I still felt like I wasn't getting the whole story, but it's still a very good movie. It's definitely one of the strongest films of the year, without question. We had a good time watching Barton Fink.
Oh, yes. That is a very underrated Coen Brothers movie with John Turturro and John Goodman.
And they're just two bros having a good time, and nothing crazy happens.
Nothing crazy happens.
It's just about a guy who wants to write about wrestling.
I'll take your word for it.
And another movie that you should go into as little as possible because, whoa!
I had no idea what the movie was about. I was like, I'm going to try to watch all the rest of the Coen Brothers movies I haven't seen, and decided, Barton Fink, that sounds like a good time. And whoo boy, that end. That was wild.
It's a good one though. I watched a short horror film called Snake Dick.
Ooh, okay.
It's about 8 minutes. It's about these two girls who get like accosted, not really accosted, get sort of like catcalled by these like stiffs at a gas station, and one girl pulls out a flute and charms a giant snake out of the nethers of another woman, and she kills the man with the snake.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Hence the movie
Snake Dick.
Snake Dick. But also it kind of sets up like they're off to right the wrongs of the world with this giant snake in between this girl's legs. So check out Snake Dick on YouTube.
Okay.
Watch the MonsterVerse. We watched a lot of stuff with the film. Watch Monster Hunter. It's got some good monsters in it.
It's honestly, it's not as bad as you'd think. It's still really bad though.
It's not great, but Tony Jaa is really good in it. And Ron Perlman.
Yeah, Ron Perlman randomly.
Out of nowhere.
But Tony Jaa, sweetie, we're going to need to get you some better roles. Because you are too good for these movies. You're too good.
Yeah, but and also there's been a lot of Toku news came out recently because this year is the 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider and it's the 55th anniversary of Ultraman. So there's a lot of Toku content flying at me right now. And recently, the Toei company that produces Kamen Rider, they released 3 of their Kamen Rider films for 24 hours, respectively, throughout this past week. And I got to watch a crossover film with the original 7 Kamen Riders, a movie from 2010 and the movie that came out a couple years ago. And it was a really good time. I didn't see any of those, and from series I haven't seen as well. So those are a really good time. I just kind of wish they kept them on YouTube a little longer, but I kind of had to hustle to watch them because they were only there for 24 hours. But some pretty solid, fun movies. I know, even though we said this before, it's like there's the uphill challenge of trying to get all the Oscar movies in for the next week.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably gonna have to split some. God, I really do not want to watch Trial of the Chicago 7.
I don't really care
I
about
don't
Mank.
want to watch either.
It just,
How about we just make up a story, what we think happens?
well, I mean, it's based off of a true story.
How about we just pretend we watched it and said, yeah, that one was something, wasn't it? And then we end the review like that.
I mean, it's going to be a typical Aaron Sorkin joint. You're going to know what you're going to get with it.
What do you think, Wenzel? What do you think about these movies?
Domain expansion.
That does not. You were just saying things.
I don't know. I'll watch them.
So we might just have to like pull straws. Okay, you watch this one, you watch that. That way we're warned enough to talk about it, but also we don't all have to suffer through it.
Yeah. We all got to get together and watch Minari at some point.
I want to watch it so bad, but I'm not going to pay $20 fucking.
We talked about splitting it.
Okay, I'll split you with an axe.
Good vibrations, bro.
So I figured we'll talk about this after the show, but we'll find a way to get to talk about the ones we want to watch, and then just probably get together to watch those, and then split the viewing charges. But when's we'll wrap us up? What are the movies you've been watching?
Well, total this year I've hit 26, which is fine. I'm actually
No, it's not.
Slacker.
It's not.
1/4 of the way there. Since we last talked about this, I've mostly watched what we had to do for the kaiju episode and stuff like that. But 3 movies that aren't part of that I watched that really stuck out to me. I rewatched 2005, Peter Jackson's King Kong. Loved it. 3 fucking hours. Can't believe it. Still fantastic. Hot take, especially among these fuckers. I think it's better than Skull Island, but that's just me. Watch it. Watch it again.
We'll
Watch
see.
it.
We'll have to see about that.
See, the problem about that movie is it's 3.5 hours.
It's really long, but honestly, I wasn't bored. But was it too long? Yeah, I would say it's too long. But another movie before that I watched was Miranda July's Kajillionaire. I've been meaning to watch it since last year. And then Tanner watched it, I guess right before the end of the year, and he really liked it. And I really liked this year I watched Miranda July's The Future. Really loved it. And then I watched this, and I think it's better than that. I gave it 5 stars. I gave The Future 4.5 stars. I really like Kajillionaire. It's like a non-conventional heist movie, and it's just a fucking good time.
Hell yeah.
The main character's name, I kind of want, if anybody ever gets a chance to watch it, I kind of want you guys to experience what her name is when you first hear it, because it fucking threw me off. I was like, whoa. But it was really good. And another movie that I was very surprised by how much I liked it was Spontaneous. That came out last year, and it's about a bunch of high school students, and our 2 main characters, one of them is played by Catherine Langford, who played Hannah in 13 Reasons Why, the Netflix series, and who was also in, she also played fucking grown-up Tony Stark's daughter in a deleted scene. But it's about this love story between her and Charlie Plumer, I think that's his name, and while they're, fall in love, yeah, car going by, rev.
Vroom, vroom.
Fast and Furious Tuscaloosa drift.
Their high school senior class, random kids just start exploding. Like they literally
They start spontaneously combusting.
see. I would say it's combustion, but there's no flames.
Is it
involved.
just like guts and shit?
Yeah, like literally, it starts with them in class like normal. Then our main character bends down to get something out of her backpack, and then pow, this loud pop, and just blood's fucking everywhere.
I really want to watch it.
That's a good premise.
It actually was really good because it was incredibly despairing and really fucking funny, and I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And man, the gore is just if everybody if my high school senior class just started randomly exploding, that'd be fucking terrifying. So yeah, that was That was surprising, really good. And that's kind of it for me. I hope to watch some more movies if we do this again or whenever. But yeah,
I think that was your last movie. You're not gonna watch it anymore.
well, Godzilla versus King Kong.
No more. This is your last day alive.
Oh no, he's running.
What you forget is I have multiple powers because I'm a cheater like that.
Oh yeah, itchy eyeballs. That's right. I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got wind speed.
All right.
Domain expansion.
We've been busy.
Oh yeah, I finished. I should say, Jujutsu Kaisen ended this year as well. So sad. The first season.
Yeah, it
So
won't
now,
be
see,
back.
I was on my way to watching it, and I get hit with an ultimatum that I can't finish it until us we're all watching it together.
Yeah, me and Tanner really wanted to show Pat and Jonathan because it's so fucking good.
Okay.
So I got 3 episodes in, I got hit with a no more.
An embargo, just
So as soon as Tanner finishes up making his house pretty and perfect, we'll all get in there, watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and then we'll fight to see who clogs his toilet first.
yep.
I'm just shoving everything in the bathroom in that toilet, and I'm flushing. I am not going to stop. You know what? Once I clean the bathroom of stuff, I'm going to go into his bedroom, start throwing stuff in the toilet.
Yeah, I refuse to go poop at other places other than my house.
Like Wenzel's, he's just feeling the butt rush, and I gotta go to Tanner's.
No, I'm gonna put Pops and whatever other little collectibles he has in the toilet.
I'm going to put a cherry bomb in it. Explode his toilet.
You know what? I'm gonna put diarrhea.
Oh, whoa. That one's so outrageous.
Okay, this is just off the wall, random, but there's a bit
Diarrhea story incoming.
there's a random bit I sent to Cole, and I love it so much. I laugh every time I look at it. It's an Impractical Jokers bit taken out of context where they're working in a in a sub place. I think it might be Subway, and it's. If you don't know, Impractical Jokers has 4 jokers.
They're 4 jokers.
4 jokers.
They just little joker babies.
It's Joe, Murr, Sal, and Q, and they'll have people. Two of the jokers are in the back talking.
There's so much setup for such a small joke.
Just shut up. It's Sal and Q in the back, and Murr and Joe are in the front working as Subway. People, and it's just it's
So much fucking setup.
and out of
It's
context.
gonna be so disappointing. Too.
No, it's not. Fuck
It's
you.
pretty funny.
I feel like we're having another one. It hasn't
I will
happened in a while.
I will send it to you so you can watch it. But out of context, it's just one of them saying, "All right." It's just one of them saying, "All right, Joe." Sorry. All right, Joe. Stab Burr in the neck, and Burr's like, "I can't stop. What the fuck?" It's just Burr saying, "No." Okay, I will send.
Wait, I did not get anything out of
I
that.
will send.
okay,
I will
okay.
send.
You know,
it.
it's been a long time, but that was definitely a Wenzel story.
All right, just play it. It's like 5 seconds of audio. It's not even 5 seconds.
It's just a few seconds of just.
And Wenzel spent 45 minutes telling you the setup. To stab
Like
him
he
in.
explained the premise of this show, and then
Oh my god, my side hurts. It's just out of context because Murr seems so serious. He's like, "Oh fuck," my side hurts. Okay, yeah, that's
That's what he's been watching instead of movies.
Yeah,
I think we're done.
I think we are.
That's enough of this bullshit. Thank you so much for listening to this. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe on all the podcast platforms there are. We're on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Spotify. You know them all. You listen to them all. Be sure to like, rate, review, subscribe on all those platforms. Keeps us high in the algorithm. Keeps us in front of new people. Of course, we appreciate you when you do it. Follow us on our socials. We're on Twitter and Instagram at AYCH Podcast. Letterboxd and Facebook at All You Hear. Twitch at twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. And YouTube as well, which is also All You Can Hear. Last week, follow me, Patrick, on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at John Lost His Name My Art. On Facebook at John Lost His Name Art. And also, be sure to check out, coming out this Friday, is the newest episode of Cagey Greatness. We'll be talking about the 2014 film Lord of War.
2004.
The 2004 film Lord of War.
Wow, Pat canceled.
You should be canceled for that fucking bit with the impractical jokers.
That was fucking funny.
Years of my life.
That was fucking funny.
It's funny,
It's funny.
but I don't know why you needed an hour to set up.
Hey,
You could have just said Joe stabbed her in the neck. No. See, that's funny.
I guess I'm not taking you home tonight.
Oh, cold sleepover.
How do you like that,
You
huh?
know what? Darwin's never gonna lick your toes again.
I don't fucking care.
You're crying.
I don't fucking care.
Jonathan plugs.
Okay, my name is Jonathan. You can follow me on Twitter at JONIIBOI24 and John Knudsen 12 on Letterboxd.
Colt, your plugs.
Okay,
Yeah,
my name's
plug.
Colt. Follow me on Twitter, ColtD00. Dude, play some Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Thank you for listening on Winslow. You can follow me on Twitter at WinslowWiki and follow my art on Instagram at WordWinsy. Go to my link tree. There's some links in there. Goodreads, Letterboxd, whatever.
Painstakingly long explanations of mundane things.
You bet your goddamn rear hard.
Jonathan stabbed Winslow in the neck.
No. Oh, fuck Optimus. No. Optimus, no, please. No.